Hey guys, welcome again. In this video, I continue the previous example here. That in the last example, we understand that we have a main library here, sum.dart, and this library is a combination of multiple library, mul and sub. And I was able to import only this sum.dart, but I was not able to import mul or sub.dart because this is the part of sum.dart library. But for example, these are not a part. Suppose I make comment of this. This is also not a part of any library. These three are separate library. For example, suppose these three are separate library. Now you see that here is an error because sum.dart I am importing, but I am not importing sub and mul because these three are separate library. So individually I have to import all the three here. I can do like this: sub.dart, then I say import, I say mul.dart like this. Remember, now error is gone and program is running perfectly. So that we know already, but I want to implement here one more concept, that suppose you have these three libraries and you want to merge these three libraries in a single library, but you don't want to make it as a part of a single library. Means like in sum, we have this main library and these two are the part. But here I don't want to make any library as a part because I want to use separately also. Suppose if somebody want only subtract, so that can also be used. If somebody want only multiplication, that can also be used separately. But if somebody want to use all together, so doesn't need to import all the library here, because maybe these library may be 100 and more than 100. Here is still I have only 3, but I want to merge this library in a single file. I can say this is a main library, or you can say top library. So here suppose I create a one more file. I say calc.dart. Suppose somebody want to use calculator. So here in calculator, I want to merge these three libraries. I want to merge, but I don't want to make a single library. I'm creating a separate library and individually I'm merging here. For that I say export, and here I say mul.dart, for example. Then I say export, I say sum.dart, sub.dart. Then I say export sum.dart. Remember, these three files I have separately here. So these three files I merge here in a single file, dart calc.dart. Remember, here I can give library name also to this if I want to give. I told you earlier also that is optional, so you can put here calculator, for example. If you want to calculator, if you want to give the library name, that is optional. But here I export these three libraries. Now instead of all these three, just I remove it. I can import here now only calc.dart. Remember, as I import calc.dart, automatically these three library imported, because calc is the top library or the main library that have all these library imported. But here question rise that suppose I am not using these two, I commented, I am using only sum. So can I replace here sum? Yes, if I do sum, no problem. Separately I can use any library whenever I want. But if I want to use to merge all these library together, so I can use calc like this. It will work for all library. But if single library you want to import, you can import single library also. And if you want to use all the library functions, so that you can also use. That is called merging of multiple library in a single file or single library in Dart. So I have explained all the minor to minor concept of Dart here. I think you understand totally what is library, how to create library, how to import library, how to merge multiple library into a single library, how to create a single library with multiple library files by using part and part of concepts. So that's all in this video. If you like this video, please do subscribe, and thank you for watching this video.